It's Wednesday evening. It is, okay, here's the microwave clock. It's 8:31 p.m. on Wednesday, March. I don't know what day it is, except for the day of the week. It is March 11th. I wrote something for work today that told me this too. It is March 11th. So we're in the living area of the condo. I wanted to go outside and show you how quiet it can be in Palm Springs at night. Here we have, well, Rachel Maddow is on again for the second time tonight with Megan McCain, who I taped her interview on the Rachel Maddow show earlier this evening. She is pretty cool, and kudos to Rachel Maddow for having her on and for them agreeing to talk with each other. I really thought that was a good idea. So now looking north to the living area, and now we are going outside. I hope this gets picked up by the audio feed on the camera. Off in the distance you can hear the bullfrogs who live in the Tahquitz riverbed. And one of my neighbors and I had a conversation about what happens when the riverbed dries up, as it does every summer. Do the frogs, lay their eggs and die, and the eggs get immersed in the mud, and then they hatch the next summer? We're not sure. Neither of us are natural order experts, at least on that subject. But it was an interesting talk. So I'm out on the front porch, and we're now looking back in the living room. You can see that the architecture of this condo building, the windows meet at the corners in the northwest and southwest ends of the unit. And that's very sort of Bauhausy, not really mid-century, more of the 30s and 40s, more institutional architecture. I like it a lot. As I've mentioned in the past, the neighborhood off to the west turns into light industrial, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's very quiet at night. Quiet enough to hear the bullfrogs. The couple from Portland who built this complex have an option on the block kitty corner across the street to the southwest, which is currently occupied by a defunct lumberyard, which is being subdivided into, I think, storage units. But they would like to build a townhouse version of Cocotero and start populating the neighborhood with people, and not just retail, but passes for industry in Palm Springs and stores. What else? I'm kind of losing my train of thought here. That's not unusual. Cocotero is composed of two 6-unit buildings along a common interior walkway, and this is the unit number 10 across the way from me, so you can see what my unit looks like from across the way from here. To the east, at the end of the complex, is a pool and jacuzzi, and it's very nice because there's only 12 units. It's rarely occupied if busy. And I hope this comes across in the video, but the moon's rising off to the east through some light overcast, and it's really, really pretty. It's another peaceful night in Palm Springs, and that's just okay with me. I guess at 46 I'm not as enamored of clamor and clattering and 24/7 craziness as I was when I was younger. The front doors to these units are kind of interesting. Their formal term for them is storefront doors, because they're solid glass with a vertical transom to the side. Another feature of them is that they lock automatically if you don't jigger with the lock mechanism before closing it. And I've been locked out of my condo a couple of times now. Thankfully, I have a key with the neighbors, and like me, they work at home, and they're usually at home during the day. And we have an exterior shot into the living room. I'm sort of running out of inspiration here, but It looks really pretty on the cam viewer, so I'm hoping it translates into a nice visual on the video. And now we're back inside. Now that'll conclude this little tour of my place. Take care. Bye bye.